Every young man faces a crucial question at some point in his life. Am I truly a man? Here's the harsh truth. If you follow society's blueprint on how to become a man, you'll end up weak and feminine with low testosterone. There's a reason our ancestors had far higher testosterone levels than today's men. Their bones were also stronger. Listen, the journey from boyhood to manhood has always been tough, but it's now harder than ever, especially if you lack a strong father figure. In today's world, men are often misled and deceived. You'll come across terms like toxic masculinity, but let me tell you, toxic masculinity doesn't exist. It's a term coined by feminists to shame men, perhaps even by those in power seeking to weaken and control society. But this video isn't about that. We're going to cover 5 key elements that transform a boy into a man. 1. Learn how to endure suffering. A man must learn to suffer in silence. Every man faces pain in different forms: mental, physical, and often the burden of others who rely on him. The reality is that as a man, there's no one to lean on. Crying and expecting sympathy is a luxury reserved for women and children. The modern world encourages men to cry, but the opposite is true. When a man breaks down in tears, other men lose respect and women lose attraction. That's not to say men can never cry. We're all human, and there are times when it's okay. But when the pressure mounts, tears won't fix anything. You won't receive mercy or pity. Instead, it signals to others that you can't handle your problems. A man must learn to endure pain and hardship. He must stand strong, even when the weight of the world bears down on him. Boys may crumble and abandon their responsibilities, but a man faces challenges head-on. If you do cry, let it be in private or in the company of trusted brothers. You might think this sounds toxic, but it's the truth of being a man, and it's a good thing. It's the pressure that forges diamonds, and it's suffering that shapes strong men whom others can depend on. 2. Understand the importance of violence. The world is full of darkness, and there are people capable of unimaginable evil. Every man must be prepared to protect himself and his loved ones. But how? By being capable of great violence when necessary. Without the ability to defend yourself, you're not peaceful, you're harmless, and that means others can harm you and those you care about. Deep down, every man knows he's lacking if he can't fight. Cowardice is something we instinctively recognize. It's easy to pretend you're above violence, to claim moral superiority, but that's just cowardice masquerading as virtue. A coward won't stop violence when it comes. A warrior prays for peace, but prepares for war. 3. Take risks. No one ever achieved anything by staying still. Life is about taking risks to build the life you want. Through risks, you learn, grow, and push your boundaries. Once you start achieving success, it sets off a chain reaction that changes how boys see themselves. They realize they have the power to create their own destiny, and that's a powerful realization. Stop living someone else's life. Stop thinking you have to follow a set path just for the sake of it. Find your inner creative potential and take the necessary risks to bring it to life, even if it's difficult. 4. Take ownership. A man must own everything in his world. No matter what happens, there's always some level of ownership you can assume. It's scary to take full responsibility, especially for your life, but it's essential. Most men deflect blame when things don't go their way, and that's why they never grow or learn. Taking complete ownership is a burden many shy away from, but to become a man, you must carry that weight. Time is our most valuable asset, and we don't know how much of it we have. Living a life of blame and excuses is the greatest waste of that precious time. If you want to take ownership, understand 4 things. Stop blaming others. Recognize what's within your control. Be accountable for everything you can control and focus on solutions rather than problems. When you apply these principles, you stop making excuses and begin to shape your own path in life. That's real power. 5. Understand the role of testosterone. Testosterone is the foundation of masculinity and dominance. Every young man must come to terms with managing the pressure that life throws at him. The coward is often more pro-violence than the warrior. If you're truly against violence, you understand the need to be strong and dangerous. A man with low testosterone is just a shell of what he could be. Look at a house cat after it's neutered. It becomes lethargic, gains weight, and loses its drive. In today's world, we're bombarded with habits and lifestyles that reduce testosterone levels every day. In the end, becoming a man isn't something that just happens. It's a journey of mastering yourself, taking control, and facing the challenges of life head-on. The world will try to lead you astray, but it's up to you to stand tall, develop your strength, and build the life you want. Remember, the transition from boyhood to manhood requires discipline, responsibility, and the ability to protect what matters most. If you're ready to embrace this journey, start taking action today. Reflect on what you've learned, apply these principles, and push yourself to grow. And if you found value in this video from Stoic Lord, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with others on the same path, and subscribe for more content.